Hello everyone, welcome back to my FPL channel. My name is FPL Roxas and today I will be sharing my Game Week 1 team. Feel free to like and subscribe if you found my video enjoyable. Now let's get to my team selection. So I'm using a 3-5-2 formation to start with. My goalkeeper is Onana. I feel like he's able to get a fair amount of bonus points throughout the season as Man United have started doing build-up plays. And they all start from Onana. He makes ridiculous passes and his pass completion rate is one of the best in the world. With saves and passes completed, I think that he will be a great bonus point magnet. For my defenders, I have Chilwell, Gabriel, and Estupinian. Chilwell has been quite advanced during preseason, playing very in front and making overlapping runs and crosses. His fixtures doesn't look that bad after Liverpool. He's got West Ham, Luton Town, and Nottingham Forest to go after. Great fixtures where he can possibly gain some attacking returns. Estupinan has proven from last season and the recent preseason that he's a proper attacking threat. I think you can consider him as an attacker disguised as a defender. Gabriel, I chose to get a path towards an Arsenal defensive asset. I believe that they're able to get a few clean sheets for the first few games. Like they're going to go against Forest, Palace, and Fulham right before the Man United game, which he could also get a clean sheet, possibly. He's also an aerial threat during corners and free kicks, so let's see if he can get a few goals during the season. Moving on to my midfielders, I chose Bukayo Saka, Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Eze, and Diogo Jota. Saka is on penalties and some set pieces as well. He did really good last season, and I believe that he's the most important player in that title challenging Arsenal team. That's why I chose him. I think that I was contemplating for Odegaard and Martinelli as well, but I chose Saka over him instead, over those two. Okay, moving on to my next, we have Bruno Fernandes. I chose him as he's also on penalties and set pieces. Not much to be said about him. He's proven for the past few seasons that he is one of the best midfield options for FPL. For Rashford, I'd say he is one of the essential players that never left my drafts. As a United fan, I always want to try to fit in a United asset in my FPL team. And I'm grateful that I get to choose Fernandes and Rashford as they're both very great assets. And Rashford is my favorite player. With bias aside, though, evidently from last season, United relied a lot on Rashford in order to win games through his goals. Like in the second half of the season, he scored like 90% of his goals that amounted to 17 in the end. Like he showed up when United had no strikers in the team, and with the new signing Rasmus Højlund being injured, Rashford will be playing a little bit more centrally, like more often. Okay, so let's move on to Eze. I was contemplating over him or Mbomo from Brentford. I believe that they're both the current talismans of their respective teams. Like with Tony suspended, Zaha leaving, they're both very good options, and I think they're the best players in the team. I chose Eze as he looked quite explosive during preseason. He was involved in most of Palace's attacking plays, and he scored a great goal against Sevilla. For Jota, I chose him as my one differential in my team. Other than Salah, I think he had the second most goal involvements in like during preseason. He had 4 goals and 3 assists, which is quite insane looking at the minutes. He looked really sharp, just like how he played during the second half of last season. And now with Salah being more of a creator rather than a scorer, Jota could be scoring a lot more goals if he does get his minutes. But still, with that said, he is a minutes risk, as Liverpool have quite a few forwards like Gakpo, Nunes, and Luis Diaz. But even with that, I still have faith that he will get some attacking returns during cameos where he doesn't start as well. Okay, now let's move on to the forwards. I have Haaland and Watkins. Haaland is pretty much the must-have player in anyone's team, in my opinion. He finished last season breaking the goal-scoring record for a 38-game season with 36 goals and even assisting 8. I don't think he'll be lowering that standard anytime soon. I think he can go on and score at least 30 goals this season, maybe even more. For Watkins, he has been great under Emery. He scored 14 and assisted 6 last season. And during preseason, just a week ago, 2 weeks ago, he totaled 4 goals during that time, which is still really good. He's also still on penalties, even though he misses most of them. But I think he compensates those misses by scoring even more. Okay, we can go over to our bench. I chose Matt Turner, Mubama, Baldock, and Kabore. Most of them are nailers for my starting 11, but I will still explain why I chose them. So Nottingham Forest just bought Matt Turner, and if they don't sign any more goalkeepers, I think he will be the starting goalkeeper. And 4 million for a starting goalkeeper is a steal. Like just in case Onana gets injured, I can just play him. Mubama showed up when he was given game time during preseason. I saw him score a few goals, and he looked pretty good. And I think he could do the same thing in the Premier League. For Baldock and Kabore, they're both 4 million and they're both starting wingbacks for their respective teams. Baldock is he should be starting most of the games. For Kabore, I'd say he should be starting quite a fair few, I guess, since he's a new signing. But I still think they're both great options just in case like any emergency happens and I have to play them from the bench. And that leaves my team with zero point 0.5 million in the bank, which I could use in the coming game weeks if I wanted to jump in on any price changes or if I wanted to upgrade players on any position. And I think that's all regarding my team selection. With the team selection out of the way, good luck to all of you for the 2023-2024 FPL season. Feel free to like and even subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future videos. I will be posting weekly throughout the season, so stay tuned. Go ahead and leave a comment if you'd like, and thanks for watching the video.